Ever wondered how a tiny engine can roar like a race car? How cars get that insane boost in power without a bigger engine? Today we're diving into the secret behind turbochargers, the gadget that takes your car from zero to insane power without adding a bigger engine. Stick around because we're about to reveal how it works, what's inside it, and why it's so powerful. A turbocharger is a turbine-driven forced induction device that increases an internal combustion engine's power and efficiency by forcing extra air into the combustion chamber. It uses waste energy from the engine's exhaust gas to spin a turbine, which drives a compressor that boosts air intake, allowing more fuel to burn and increasing overall performance. Engines naturally suck in air, but they can only take in so much. Turbos compress the air, allowing more oxygen into the cylinders. More oxygen equals more explosive power. That's why tiny engines can feel like monsters. A turbo has two main parts, the turbine and the compressor. Exhaust gases spin the turbine, which spins the compressor, pushing more air into the engine. There's also a wastegate to prevent overboost, and a bearing system to keep everything spinning smoothly. Here is how a turbo works, step by step. 1. The exhaust gases exit the engine and spin the turbine. 2. Turbine spins the connected compressor. 3. Compressor draws in and compresses fresh air. 4. Compressed air goes into the engine for more power. 5. The wastegate ensures pressure doesn't get too high. So why do car manufacturers love turbos? Here is why. First, it increases engine power without increasing size. Second, improves fuel efficiency when driven normally. Third, it makes smaller engines feel fast and responsive. But remember, more power comes with more heat. So, what is a turbo lag? Turbo lag is the delay between stepping on the gas and feeling the boost. Why? Because the turbo needs exhaust gas to spin up. Modern turbos are designed to reduce lag, giving nearly instant power. Turbochargers are robust components designed to last for the engine's lifetime, but they are highly susceptible to failure from poor maintenance, specifically regarding lubrication and contaminants. Most failures, over 90%, are caused by oil starvation, contamination, or foreign object damage. Common turbo components failure are 1. Bearing failure, oil starvation/contamination. The most common issue, often due to low oil levels, wrong oil grade, or carbon buildup, causing the shaft to seize. 2. Shaft damage. Excessive heat or lack of lubrication can cause the turbine shaft to bend, snap, or wear down, leading to severe performance loss. 3. Seal damage. Worn or cracked seals, often caused by hot shutdowns, turning off the engine immediately after hard driving, allow oil to leak into the compressor or exhaust systems. 4. Compressor or turbine wheel damage. Small debris, foreign object damage. Entering the air intake can bend or chip the high-speed turbine or compressor blades. 5. Variable geometry mechanism. Carbon buildup can cause the VNT vanes to stick, leading to overboosting or underboosting, which often causes the actuator to burn out. And lastly, cracked housings. Excessive heat, improper mounting, or poor thermal management can cause cracks, letting air escape and making the turbo work harder. Let's look at the signs of a failing turbo. Most common one is loss of power/acceleration, sluggish acceleration, and inability to reach high speeds. Second sign is excessive/strange noise, a loud, high-pitched whining, or siren-like noise. Third, we have the exhaust smoke. Blue/gray smoke indicates oil leaking into the exhaust. Black smoke suggests too much fuel and not enough air. Fourth, increased oil consumption. A failing turbo can consume oil rapidly. And fifth, check engine light, often triggered by boost pressure issues, over/under boost.
Here are the maintenance practices you should do to prevent turbo failure. 1. Regular oil changes. Use high-quality, manufacturer-specified synthetic oil to prevent carbon buildup, coking, and ensure proper lubrication. 2. Cool-down periods. Let the engine idle for 30 to 60 seconds after hard driving to allow the turbo to cool down, preventing oil from burning inside. 3. Air filter maintenance. Replace air filters regularly to prevent foreign debris from entering the turbo. 4. Warm-up period. Allow the engine to idle for a few minutes upon starting, especially in cold weather, to ensure oil reaches the turbo bearings before high-speed operation. 5. Check for boost leaks. Regularly inspect hoses and intercoolers for leaks, which can cause the turbo to overspeed. 6. Avoid lugging the engine. Avoid driving at low speeds in a high gear. Quick tip: turbos use exhaust gases to create boost, while superchargers are belt-driven from the engine. Turbos are more efficient, but superchargers give instant response. Some iconic turbo cars include the Nissan GT-R, Porsche 911 Turbo, and Ford EcoBoost models. From everyday cars to supercars, turbos are everywhere, pushing engines to the limit. Now you know how a turbo works, its components, and why it makes engines so powerful. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to the Automotive, and comment your favorite turbo car below. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next breakdown of advanced car tech.